Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy Dre Rich, and of course, my partner and companion in this betting world, cruel world. Sometimes, Shaq. What's good, Shaq?
Oh man, not week 7. Week 7 was rough, man. At least on my end. But we're on to week 8. We're good. We're getting ready to start this Thursday night off, so it's a fresh week, fresh start. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man. It was a rough week for you, better week for me. Like, I bounced back. You fell short, but you were on fire last week. So now it's time for us to combine for this fire. Let's
Right?
just
We got that Super Saiyan this shit, man.
literally we got literally gel this week. And this is a good game to start with because it's a high scoring game. We feel like it might be, with the Chargers and the
Man,
Vikings, but we'll get to that after
here's
we
a
get through the sadness.
the sadness, the
But
absolute sadness.
it happens, man. But we're gonna have a lot to talk about when we get through these games. So let's go with the first one. Dolphins plus 2.5 at Browns minus 2.5 over under 35.5. Shaq's best bet was the under, and that was a loss. Weird game because it should have been.
Barely.
It should not have been under. It should not have been over at all because it was crazy weather out there. But Judkins was just doing whatever he wanted. But Judkins, while being the beast he was, still didn't cash your first prop.
Well, dude, and then like what crazy
Like, it was really weird, man. Like, how do you have that many yardage and then you don't? And you have, well, how do you have 80 some yards, 3 touchdowns, but then 100 yards rushing? They were giving him big runs, big gashes.
Well, here's the thing too. Yeah, he ripped off a big one in like the first quarter. It was like a 40-something yard touchdown. I was like, oh, this is gonna hit all day. And then he hit for 2 more touchdowns, which I had him over 1.5 touchdowns on one of my parlays, not on the show, but I was just like, how they didn't even run him at all in the fourth quarter. And then out of nowhere, they're like, you know what? We'll give you a wildcat run on the 2 yard line. You haven't ran it the whole fucking last fourth quarter at all. Yeah, that was a terrible game to have to actually watch. So,
It
note to
was
self: don't bet on Browns games.
don't bet on don't bet on Browns or Dolphins games because both of them are garbage. And
Hell no.
we already saw Quentin Ewers, and that was gross. We didn't want to see that. Mr. Ew. He's like Dr. Ew for real because he was terrible to watch. Uh, but I'm not sure who was terrible. Who's more terrible?
Yeah,
Was it him or Tua?
Ewers wasn't good in college, and he didn't look very good the other day.
Yeah, he wasn't good in college either. Honestly, he was overrated. Matthew Golden made him look good. That's why I feel like it really was. It was Matthew Golden making him look good. But that did not cash, bro. And then Ollie Gordon over 16.5
Don't even
rushing.
get me started on Matthew Golden.
Yeah, Matthew Golden's having a slow start to the season. But that's my guy. I believe in him. I have him in a couple of fantasy drafts, dynasty drafts. So I'm not gonna hate on him. Prop two though, you had was Ollie Gordon over 16.5 rushing yards. That was a loss because the Dolphins were down bad. So they ain't running the ball, man. They passing the ball. But it was a weird game. Not a game that I would like to ever relive. But game number two, for me, this game you wanted to relive if you were a Broncos fan and a Giants fan for the first half, because The Giants were whooping that ass, man. I was done, bro. The game was over before halftime, and I had the Broncos -7. Like I said, it was not a good bet to make if you looked at it from the first half, even the third quarter, because the fourth quarter they scored so many unanswered points. I was shocked. I was baffled. But it was a miraculous game for both sides because the offense of the Giants does look good, even with nobody. They only need a couple more pieces on offense to really be legit because their defense is legit if they can last longer. I'm not sure how long they're going to last each game because they're on the field so much. So I just feel like I just can't. I can't really bet the Giants. I still won't bet the Giants. Okay, the +7 probably a good place. Okay, it was probably a good place to bet them. I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the heart for it. But I did bet on the Broncos -7, and it was a loss. My first prop though, Cameron Scadaboo over 2.5 receptions cashed because he had to do it. Okay, he does not receive the ball very much, but he is a guy that does have the recepting ability. Okay, he's a pass catcher at heart. We saw him in college. Okay, he was a great receiver in the backfield for college program. He's doing okay in the receiving realm, but he's majority a running back, traditional with his size and stature. So that did cash though easily. Evan Ingram over 25 and a half receiving yards cashed. Not a problem at all because Evan Ingram is a focal point to this offense. Okay. We know that the tight end has usually been very useful for the Saints because his previous tenure as a coach for the Saints, and now he's in Denver, and he still utilizes the tight end very well. Okay, so I I knew it was going to happen. It cashed very easily. Honestly, it was scary the first half, but then the second half, the offense exploded. But that was a good cash, and I will keep on betting on Evan Ingram. You know why? Because next week,
Fourth quarter specifically.
oh, for sure, for sure. Next week, they play the Jets. So you know I'm going to be on Evan Ingram again because the Jets can't guard the tight end. Very obviously.
Oh, it's tight end week. We've been having this one circled on our calendar for a minute. The tight end U week. If you look at the history, man, it's this is where tight ends go off. Prop city for the tight ends this weekend.
And he will be on my betting card just because the Jets cannot guard the tight end historically. Game three, though, for the show. Game two for my boy Shaq. He did cash on this game because it was Eagles -1.5, Vikings +1.5, over under 43.5. He knew his defense was going to cough up some points. So he chose the over 43.5. I want to remind everybody that this is an Eagles podcast. We support the Eagles here. We don't talk crap about the Eagles, man. But whenever it happens to be a game or a performance where they do underperform and they do play like shit, we will acknowledge it. Okay. But this game was opposite because the offense was passing all day. It was flying like the Eagles, flying. So
We're gonna
good
tell it like
passing
it is.
yardage, Gooding. It was good passing from Jalen Hurts, great receiving from both receivers, Devonta Smith and AJ Brown finally showed up, stopping crying.
Yeah,
And actually,
this game was something else, man.
what are your thoughts on this game? Because you did cash on the over 43.5.
Man, I'll tell you right now, our defense. If you wanted to go an out route, your grandma could have caught a pass in the sidelines in this game. We gave Denver just out at so. And I'll tell you one thing: our offense did look good. I mean, we were moving the ball through the air, big, big air chunk plays. Devontae Smith had a career high in yards. Uh, AJ Brown had some big touchdowns. You know, it looked like we're supposed to look like. Missing Cam Jurgens on, but I'll tell you one
Yeah,
thing: we were all over Carson Wentz in this game.
it was it was a good game overall to bet because the over was inevitable. We know both defenses have struggled against the pass. We will talk about the Vikings again later on in the show. Um, Shaq's first prop was Jalen Hurts over 34.5 rushing yards. I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to talk crap. But that bet did tank a couple of my parlays because I did think it was going to happen as well. And it did not happen because honestly, the Vikings are pretty good against the run. Turns out when it comes to the quarterback, you want to fade them running the ball. We will get back to that momentarily because I think that there
You're right.
is
I
an
mean, both defenses have struggled against the past.
yeah, like it really was a weird game because I was really hoping for that bet to cash because I had it parlay with a couple of bets that I had,
Yeah, he
but
didn't have
overall,
to run a whole lot in
yeah,
this game. He really
it was
didn't.
just
Like I
pass.
said,
Honestly, that might have helped us come to our consensus bet for this Thursday night football game, honestly. But prop two was Saquon Barkley under 97.5 total yards. That cashed because Saquon Barkley has been going under all season. I'm not sure why Saquon's been going under, but he hasn't been making a lot of big runs. He usually gets his gains off big runs. He's not the type of guy to get 100 yards off of 20 carries. Okay, he's the guy that gets 100 yards over 12 carries. That's how the kind of guy he usually is. But this season, he has not been that guy. He has not done that. So I am not surprised that it's been an issue. You know, it's there has to be a fall off somewhere, and I think there is some kind of lacking, or the defenses are getting more accustomed to blocking and guarding him. So that prop cash though, because the under is where it's at when it comes to Saquon Barkley, and I'm sure Shaq will tell you when it is available and it is a good time to bet on the over. Until then, don't do it. Game four, game two for me is Saints plus 4.5 at Bears minus 4.5. Over under was 45.5. I bet on the Bears minus 4.5. Of course it cashed, man. You know why? I'm fading dome quarterbacks outside. So yeah, Spencer Rattler, welcome to Chicago. It's very windy out here. It's cold. It might rain. Of course, you're gonna struggle, Spencer Rattler. Rat Man, because it was a tough time in the elements for you. Okay. Caleb Williams did not pass over 1.5 passing touchdowns because he was handing the ball off most of the game because it turns out the Saints don't want to guard the run either because Swift was slice cheesing them. Okay. Easy, big gashes. So in that case, why would you not play against the pass? Because you know you're versus a pass first quarterback. But whenever DeAndre Swift was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing, he was literally running amok. And even
yeah, yeah,
I forgot to say Mungale, the backup running back for the Bears, was going nuts, bro.
Manungai,
Yeah,
Manungai,
Mununga, bro, he was going
Kyle
crazy
Manungai.
on them. So,
Yeah,
like,
no, and that's what I'm saying. I know you're a Georgia fan, but Swift is not that good. He should not have gashed it.
he should not. I'm not
And
gonna
I
lie.
think people are
I'm a fan.
sleeping on this Bears offensive line. Don't get me wrong. I think they went out and did what they needed to be good.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna be biased, okay? But
Yeah, but Nick Chubb played a lot
Swift
on that Georgia team.
Swift played very well on the Georgia team. Okay, we won a championship. Let's not get crazy, or we contended for a championship that year because we did not win that year. But he's a guy that should do a lot, and he will do a lot, and he has been very good. Um, but Mr. Rattler did throw that interception. You know why? Because I'm betting on every outside
3.
game. Any dome quarterback outside, bro, just book a pick. Okay. I hit it twice because CJ Stroud threw one too. So I'm on it. I'm on their ass, man. If you are a dome quarterback outside, you ain't safe. You ain't safe for me.
So let me so you're gonna take Dak Prescott for an interception in Denver this weekend then, right?
He's not trash
Dome
enough.
quarterback on the road.
He's not trash enough for an INT, but he's not trash enough. Okay. I know you hate him. I know you hate him. But if we're gonna compare him to the likes of Spencer Rattler and
I just
uh,
think it's funny. Oh, now we gotta
if
have
you-
a you gotta
yeah, I like my
CJ. I
theory.
was like, now you have to be a bum quarterback and a dome quarterback. You can't just be
Yeah,
one or
like
the other.
I said in the last video, it has to be circumstantial to the team that they're playing and where they're playing. Because yeah, I like my trend, but there's times where you gotta relax.
Relax.
Okay, there's times where you gotta relax and be like, nah, this ain't the time to go bet too hard against the quarterbacks. But I will take the Broncos points depending on what it is. Okay, I will take that. Depending on what it is, I will take that. Game 5, game 3 for Shaq was the Commanders plus 1.5 at the Cowboys minus 1.5. Over under was 54.5. He bet on the under. It did not cash. And that happens, because this was a weird game. I told Shaq it was going to be over because I knew that the Cowboys were going to put up buckets. I did not see, I did not see Daniels getting hurt. Okay, I did not picture or predict that Jay Daniels would go down, but I
Yeah,
knew
and I think
you
that
could book.
stalled some drive.
Yeah, you could you could book the Cowboys for 30 plus points at home. Guaranteed it, bro. Guaranteed 30 points every time you're in Jerry World. And the other team, dependent on the team, is good for 20 points because the Cowboys off defense is trash, bro. Out in Dallas. So Jaden Daniels, he put up 22, but guess
They're
what?
shopping for a defensive pass rusher right now, so
They
we'll
need
see how
one
that
or two.
goes. It'll be interesting because the trade deadline's around the corner. Yeah, well, they've been talking to the league apparently. So I don't know. We'll see who Dallas tries to pick up, but I wouldn't put any faith in any big names moving there.
Honestly, it's been very quiet for leading up to the trade deadline, which has been weird to me because there's teams who need things. And I'm surprised no one's been jumping at the gun. But the money is tight. The salary cap is tight. So people are like, hey, we are already tied up for the next couple of years, brother. Or we're paying most of it to our coaches. Because some of us got some Hall of Fame coaches and we can't afford to pay anyone. So so
Or we pay
uh
Kirk Cousins. We put
hey,
Kirk Cousins' ass on the bench for fucking $44 million.
hey, he might go somewhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Joe Flacco got a job and not Kirk Cousins because I don't like Kirk Cousins. But, anyways, the under did not hit. But Zach Ertz over 36.5 receiving yards did cash because we both agreed on that one. Because, like, hey, Zach Ertz, he does do damage against the Cowboys, and Shaq knew that. He's a guy who knows Zach Ertz because of the tenure in the Eagles. This is the Eagles podcast. So he knew that Zach was going to kill him, and he did kill him. He 100% killed him. Prop two though, is Jake Ferguson over 36.5 receiving yards. Turns out the Commanders' corners are way more trash than their linebackers and safety because man, was CD Lamb and my boy George Pickens murdering them.
Still had a touchdown though.
That's true. Still had to. Yeah, hey, he's going to get targets, guys. He's a big target. He's a fast target for a tight end. He will outrun these linebackers
Your number
in
one
short.
tight end in fantasy for the
Okay,
year.
but like I said, I was scared. I like this pick, right? But I was more happy on the
And
Zach
their
Ertz
front
pick.
seven's way better
Yeah,
than their corners for sure.
very sure. And I chose Zach Ertz to be in our price picks parlay over Jake Ferguson because I was choosing one of them. But I chose Zach Ertz because I kind of like Frankie Louvu for the Commanders. He's a really hard hitting linebacker. So I was kind of worried about Jake Ferguson a little bit. So I chose Zach Ertz, who has an easier matchup at linebacker to play against. So that was my theory on that, guys. Why I chose Zach Ertz. But game six, game three for me was Raiders plus 11.5 at Chiefs minus 11.5. Literally crushed it. Literally, if you bet on this game with me, every single pick, how many times do you want to cash? Because
Smashed that pick. Smashed it.
because
You
me
absolutely killed this one.
because me and Shaq usually have these games where we just destroy and everything hits. And this was mine. I finally got one, guys. Usually I don't get one. Usually either the official bet doesn't win and the props win, or the opposite. But nah, man, everything hit. Everything. Starting with the Chiefs, minus 11.5. Man, as a Chiefs hater that you are, Shaq, they are back. They are back in black. The kid is back. And man, the receivers look
Return of the
dangerous.
man.
Yeah, bro, the receivers look really dangerous. I'm worried about the your bet on the Broncos. I
Well,
really am.
it's a flag football offense, bro. Like it's literally like dink and dunk, left and right. Nobody's going downfield more than twice. We got a guy for that, basically. It's like, oh no, we got a guy to go deep. Other than that, it's like 6, 7 yards. Do something after the catch, or Mahomes is gonna run it. Like it's literally like five potato hot. What you used to do in high school or whatever. Was that 5 apple, 3 apple, whatever it was you used to say before you could blitz? That's literally how they play football because their offensive line is that bad. It's terrible. Like I can't believe. Yeah, and their offensive. It's crazy how their receiving core is turned around, and now it's like no, they're just loaded at receiver because of how deep their receiving core is because of how crippled and crazy their receivers have been. So yeah, they're back, and I hate it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hate it, bro, because I don't see them losing in the last next couple games, bro. I really don't. Like depending on what the team is, and it doesn't even have to be that good of a team. But for the Broncos coming up, I'm choosing the Chiefs, bro. So you hope you don't pick that game. So I'm going with the Chiefs. Uh, after that Giants game, I'm going with the Chiefs. They're gonna light their ass up. Uh, but I cashed on Geno Smith over 2.5 rushing attempts. Keep this in mind. I will be choosing a rushing prop for a quarterback soon, coming up on the show. Uh, who is it? We'll see. It could be Herbert. It could be Wentz. We'll see. But he easily cashed this, bro, because the Chiefs allow the top five most rushing attempts to the quarterback, and he did do that, bro. They average 7 attempts per quarterback, which is crazy amount of rushing attempts per quarterback that the Chiefs allow. But Geno Smith, he ran for like way more than two, way more than three, bro. He was going off, bro. He was scared for his life. Um, but Rasheed Rice
This old
touchdown,
ass busted life.
bro. He is busted. But Rasheed Rice touchdown. He had two touchdowns. I knew he was going to get one of them from Patrick Mahomes because I knew Patrick was going to throw more than two touchdowns because it was just a cupcake defense.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. Like, I mean, it's crazy how they scripted Rasheed Rice in this game. Had a rushing touchdown, had 7 catches, like 40 something yards, 2 touchdowns. And him and Mahomes haven't played on the field together since Mahomes took his kneecap and put it on his freaking shelf mantle last year as a trophy. That was the last time they were on the field
Literally,
together.
man, like, it really makes no sense how effortlessly they won that game. But like I said, those three bets got you money because I had. If you were to put this in prop bets on a betting site or even on picks and parlays, you cash because Rasheed Rice, Geno Smith was the only prop bet that I cashed this weekend. I put $50 on that. I won 150. That was my entire weekend because everyone else lost. But everything else lost. But she's minus 11 and a half. I told you, bro, it looked like a lot, but it wasn't that much,
It's
really.
a
It
tough
wasn't
week.
that much.
Tough week.
But here we are, though.
Crazy games, though,
Falcons.
man.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. I'm hoping to have more than that. I hope we both have three straight ones of those because that would be awesome to have just bets where we all cash every single thing three straight times. That'd be great. I mean, we need that. We definitely we deserve that. Okay, but Sunday night football.
That's what we aim for every week, by the way, guys.
Oh
We
yeah, we're
try.
not.
We really
Yeah,
try.
we ain't BSing out here, bro. There's no BS ever. But Falcons minus 1.5 at 49ers plus 1.5 over under 47.5. We bet on the over 47.5. It was not our finest day. That was an under, but it could have went over, but it went under. It was very close. It happens. We did not catch that bet. That was,
Yeah.
but in ATL, it would have been over because Penix wouldn't have played like shit like he usually did. But Shaq did cash on Kendrick Bourne over 3.5 receptions. He did not cash on Drake London, who only had 4 catches. And I was really hoping for that fifth one, bro, because I had parlay with that one on. And I really, really, really wanted that to happen, but it did not. But
Yeah, I thought he would have a better game, honestly. Like, I don't know, the Falcons apparently only decide to play football when they're at home. I mean, when they're in Atlanta, they're a completely different team, and when they're not, you get blasted by your
testament to just having a
fucking go Dirk Diggler all over you. Boogie Nights style. Have a crazy game.
testament to just having a dome quarterback outside in the elements, bro. Because I had Michael Penix over 19.5 completions. If you guys have noticed, in the dome, Michael Penix doesn't need to have 19 completions because he's airing it out. He's throwing deep. He's getting Mooney way deep. He's getting Drake London middle of the field 30 yards. He's getting Kyle Pitts 25 yards plus. However, in this outside element game, he was not airing it out. He could not get a deep ball going. He had to throw it check down, Charlie, because he's just not the same guy outside as he is in the crib. I love being right, but it sucks that these guys can't get better. Like, can you be the same guy outside as you are in a dome? Just be the same guy. Practice
Well, that's the
outside.
thing
Practice
is like
outside.
Michael Penix came from Washington. Like he was played out in the elements. You'd figured he would be.
Way colder.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, man, you're in California, bro. You're in San Francisco for fuck's sake. Like, oh, it's a brisk 61 degrees out here. Somebody get me my long sleeves. Like, Shoot on fucking A, bro. I just don't understand. Yeah, Atlanta's a completely different team on the road.
Yeah, we still lost the bet, but I am glad that I talked Shaq out of taking the Falcons money line. That's what he wanted, y'all. Shaq wanted the Falcons on the money line. Hell no. I was like, nah,
I
bro, we ain't
did.
doing
I did, but that is not what we did. Instead, we decided
bro.
to lose our ass off on the over together.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we definitely should have chose the under, bro. If we wasn't gonna pick the Falcons, we should have chose the under because if the Falcons were gonna win, it would have been high scoring. But if we didn't believe in the Falcons, bro, we should have just took the under.
Man, that
But
first half of that game was so ugly. Yeah.
but
First half of that game
that
was ugly as hell. It was like
but
3-0 till like McCaffrey blew up.
but Shaq wanted to take a dome quarterback outside, and I was like, relax. No, no, not on my watch.
Not today, son. Not today.
Clearly, yeah, yeah, not consensus bet. We ain't. But uh, the prop number two though was Pinero over 1.5 field goals in cash because A
Oh
Pinero
man. Yeah, but you
needed
know
to
what's
be
been crazy is the chalk has been hitting.
the chalk has been really hitting on these primetime games. Gotta bet chalk
That's
sometimes on these primetime games because it's a lot less mysterious.
yeah.
Like McCaffrey touchdown, that's chalk, bro. At the crib, chalk. And it happened a lot of times because he was going crazy on them. Goodness gracious, McCaffrey, calm down.
Twice.
Big gashes.
I told y'all. Hey, heads up on that too. If you guys are still interested in like season long bets, the season's not over. Comeback player of the year right now. You can get Christian McCaffrey at plus 450 and Dak Prescott at plus 350. So those
I
are
would
good
take
odds for comeback player of the year.
I would take Prescott. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of work, and quarterbacks always win that shit or win anything really. But
He's 75-1 for MVP odds right now too. If you're feeling ballsy enough,
no,
but there's enough Cowboy fans that are going to give Vegas their money, so don't do
yeah.
that.
Monday Night Football, game one, Buccaneers +6 at Lions -6. We should have cashed this bet, bro. Baker was doing everything he could, but guess what? Mike Evans. Oh, you want to come in playing hurt? Of course, you're gonna get hurt again. That happened last year. You tried to come in early. You should have waited one more week, bro. We didn't need you to play. We didn't. Tez Johnson was doing just fine. He did fine in this game too. He did just fine. These old heads, bro.
Oh man,
Oh, I gotta play.
in a fantasy league, I'm trying to trade Jameson Williams for Des Johnson right now in a fantasy league. Gonna see if that
Hey,
goes through.
I'm telling
I
you,
doubt it, but we'll see.
Jameson Williams.
Ew.
You know I'm a Georgia fan, bro. Fuck him, bro. I don't care about Jameson Williams. That Bama trash. That Bama trash.
uh,
But it is what it is, bro. I don't like Bama,
oh
and
man.
I'm gonna stick to my guns, bro. Bama, Ole Miss, don't talk to me about them. I don't like any of them. They already ruined my life enough, bro. Both those players, bro, Jackson Dart and James Williams, ruined my life. Okay, ruined my college football experience, bro. I don't like them.
Damn.
But we
Damn.
lost on this bet because Baker Mayfield didn't have no one to throw it to, bro. And Sterling Shepard gonna fumble the ball, pissing me off. Sterling Shepard, you old man. Like, come on, bro. We believed in you. But we believed in you, bro. But yeah,
Hey, well,
Sean
let's
Tucker,
uh let's not mistake. Baker actually had a lot of passes he overthrew in this game, which is unlike Baker. So when
he
Mike Evans went
did
down, it threw the whole offense out of sorts a little bit.
because they were practicing and planning on him to go. He shouldn't have just stayed off the bench and just not played, or not even went to practice, bro. Just go home, sit down, drink a margarita, something.
Yeah,
But
go ice your fucking knees, dog.
dude. Like
and
you
now
know
your
how
shoulders and your head.
literally like you literally don't know when to not just stay down, dude. Okay, you're old. You need extra time. You're not
He wanted
25 anymore, dude. You're almost 40.
he wanted that 1,000 yard season, man. He wanted another one. He wanted another one so bad.
You can still, bro.
Feel
You
bad
have
for him
Baker
on that.
Mayfield. You got Baker Mayfield. You can still get one. Okay, just not right now. This game. But Sean Tucker
And not
did not.
not the rest of the season either.
Yeah, Sean Tucker did well, bro. He played well. He got his yards. He was not bad at all, bro. He did his job. Okay, he got some big gashes. It was easy for him, but Montgomery struggled. Okay, it was all the Gibbs show. It was the Gibbs show. Gibbs do everything. Gibbs break off a 50-yard toss. Oh, Gibbs, oh, something. He just run up the middle and then to let him open. Like, dude, god dang. This kid had 30.
200 plus yards.
They had a 38 game fantasy game, bro. What the hell?
Dude, he had 3 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown, and like 16 carries and 121 yards and a touchdown. Like,
Well, you know
yeah,
me.
him and McCaffrey alone were 80 points together.
Yeah, it made no sense at all, bro. But luckily for me, in our league, our fantasy league, I got Gibbs, bro. And I'm winning it all, brother. I'm winning it
I
all.
know. I know. I
Looking
know
at
you have
him
the lead right
on this
now.
game, bro, I'm winning it
Hey man,
all for real.
I'm just trying I'm just trying to make the play. I'm just trying to make the playoffs in that dynasty league.
But Baker Mayfield did not.
I
He
need to
did.
get healthy.
Baker Mayfield, he did not throw over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He really should have, bro. But he did airmail some things, bro. He airmailed some things. We knew that every opportunity in the red zone was going to count. Okay, and he missed wide
He
open
was
red zone
actually
targets.
he had some pressure in his face too for the most part in that game. I mean, he got hurried. He overshot at least 4 or 5 of those passes. If he would have had 2 or 3 of those, dude, back, if 2 or 3 of those passes he overthrew were caught, we would have covered this game for sure. He was just out of
Safe,
sorts.
safe to say, Aiden Hutchinson is back. He's not hurt. He's fully healthy. He recovered very well from that horrible injury he had last year, and he is on your ass. I promise you. If you're a quarterback, be ready because he's on you.
He's
Uh,
coming.
but yeah, that did not cash. But Jameer Gibbs over 24.5 receiving yards cashed in like one play because he's going insane, nuclear, as I suggested he would be doing. He went insane on them. Buccaneers give up the fifth most receiving yards to the running back. So I wasn't surprised it was going to hit, and it did hit very very easily. He had a bunch of yards in the running game and in the receiving game. He's just a guy you can just bet on, bro. He's a new Kamara. Kamara retired soon, and he's a new
You
Kamara.
trade me. He said, "You trade me. I'm going to retire and drink margaritas."
Yeah, that's why I got the margaritas from. I got it from from Alvin Kamara because he said I'm
It's like,
about to
dang.
retire and don't trade me ever, or
He
else.
said, "He's like, you trade me. I'm just going to go drink margaritas on the beach, dog. I don't give a
Literally, he's like,
fuck."
I will not be coming to practice. Not in the practice squad. I'm gonna be leaving and going to drink.
He's like, just send me those checks to the same old, and I'll see you guys never.
Literally, he's like, you think I want to move? I want to move states when I'm about to retire?
He's like, I've been here for 12 fucking years, motherfucker. Do you not know who the fuck I am?
He's
Trade
like,
me.
he's like, he's like, man, you want to stay here with Rattler? You know, Rattler ain't that bad, yo. I'll stay here.
Dollar General Patrick Mahomes. Shit, I've had worse.
Literally, he's had a lot worse, guys. We know this. Okay, I'm not sure how many of y'all like Derek Carr, but I don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but anyway, that was the game.
Hey, he's kind of a Georgia boy. No, he went to Fresno. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man,
He
don't
got the
talk about
Bulldog.
it. Don't you dare soil this Georgia dog name with Derek Carr. It's crazy. Good God, dude. That's
Ew.
but
Poisoned him.
but
Man down.
Monday Night Football, game two, Texans +3 at Seahawks -3. Well, guess look what we have here. Got ourselves a dumb quarterback going outside in the elements. What are we gonna do, Shaq? We're gonna take them Seahawks -3 because CJ Stroud gonna shit the bed like we knew he would. Okay, the man couldn't
Yeah,
stay
he's
upright, bro. He
that
got
man couldn't
sacked
wipe his
so
own ass, dude. Like,
no, bro.
it's not good.
They had him face down, wiping his ass for him because he was he was down bad, bro. And I loved every second of it
Oh
because,
man, he came out of there smelling like Huggies and wipes, man.
bro, he got killed. Jackson Smith and Jigba under 88.5 rushing yards. That okay. Jackson Smith and Jigba is just an anomaly. Okay, we don't really know what to do with him. We should not bet against him ever in life because he's just triple crown, man. Triple crown winner, man. So
Damn,
soon to be on the
talking
road.
about like he's fucking John Wick or some shit. Oh, we don't talk about JSN around here, man. That
We don't speak
motherfucker.
that name.
He killed a
Like
motherfucker
that.
with a pencil.
This is Jackson Smith and Jig Baba Yaga. We don't talk about him, bruh. That name, bruh.
Baba Yaga.
But yeah,
Emeka
Woody.
Ebukba.
Hey,
Ebekbu.
but Woody Marks did have over 1.5 receptions. It was a good game for him. He's not bad, man. Like I said, he's not the best, but he's just going to be serviceable until Joe Mixon returns. And I think Joe Mixon returns very soon. I think it does.
Yeah, to take his ass right back to the bench in 3 weeks when he fucks up his precious feet again, because that's what he always does.
It's always the foot, man. What's wrong with this man? The feet,
I
man.
don't know, but he needs to just call it a day, dude. He's not good.
Yeah, like it's hard to do that when you're on a team that's actually representable, not the Bengals. So like, okay, this game is actually like respected. I can't leave. Not now. But that bet did hit though. It was a good bet. My bet, Kenneth Walker over 12.5 rushing attempts. It did not hit because he only had 10. Because we had Sam Darnold airing it out, bro. Airing it out to everybody. Because I don't know what
JSN.
happened, man. The
Everybody but
Texans,
Tory fucking Horton.
yeah, Jordan didn't get nothing. No love. No love. So I
Sick of
lost
that
that bet.
shit.
Yeah, I lost that bet. They didn't really need the young man. Honestly, you have to bet on the young man whenever they need the young man.
Well,
So
fuck, dude. They don't need the other three goddamn receivers at this point with JSN out there.
that's
He's
true.
a fucking Terminator, dude.
They just need to
I'll
have
run your route for you.
they just need to have 9 blockers and then JSN out there. Just like
No shit. I'll be back.
yeah, he's like triple team me, see what happens.
Which one of
Literally,
y'all souls do I eat first?
literally, bro. He's just crazy on there. But that did not bet. The bet did not cash because
Crazy.
Walker was just not a factor, and it was just they were ready for Kenneth Walker really. But my
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, Ohio State wide receivers are like the Iowa tight ends. Like they're
yeah
coming out, whoever comes out of Ohio State receiver wise, baller.
yeah
And
you
whoever comes out as a tight end in Iowa is baller. But like the exact opposite for quarterbacks at USC. If you come from USC, you are trash.
I had Mark Sanchez, and I agree with that message.
I approve this
So
message.
so
Mark
I agree with you.
Sanchez is going to prison. Legit, man. He's straight up, dog. Over a fucking parking space. Like, damn, bro, you got stabbed over a parking space. It's so funny because Fox Sports Radio, the first day after everything went down, was like, our thoughts and prayers go out to Mark, and then the next day was like, we don't condone the actions of Mark Sanchez. And you don't hear a fucking peep out of him anymore, dude. You're like, oh, he's going to prison, dude. Like, the butt fumble guy.
Dude, that is hilarious, bro. I'm dead, bro. Whew. Hey, but you know what? Do you know the Seahawks had Shroud in jail as well because he threw an INT. He's on lockdown. We should have took the under on all the receivers, bro, because they were on clamps. And he threw that INT easily. It wasn't even a good one. It wasn't even a one
Nico
work
Collins
hard
was
one.
on ice, boy.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a really
Nico
tough to
Collins
get
got
one.
knocked out.
Yeah, bro. It was sad for
Yeah,
them. But
it's really disappointing that they haven't found a way to like put Jay Higgins into that offense, like your first round talent, big
dude,
body guy. And you're not I just it's such a waste how much talent there is on that offense. And D'Amico Ryans is a great defensive coach. They've got to figure it out on offense because letting go of their guard Tunsil, dumbest decision. You were the most sacked quarterback in the league last year, and you said, "Let's get rid of our best lineman." That should fix the fucking problem. Yeah, no, dude. Like, you think Stroud's just going to turn into Michael Vick all of a sudden? You better put some dogs on his ass to get him outside of the pocket if you want him to run, because that's not who he is. Like, it makes
dude,
no sense, bro.
bro. One of my biggest reasons why I was talking to you and we consistently bet on the Seahawks -3. We were like, Seahawks can't keep covering these picks at home, but they have been covering. But I'm like, man, they can't just keep on doing this. But I was like, nah, this one they can. This one they really can.
Oh, this
Because
shit. Yeah, no, they're fucked. Yeah, they
the
got
O- the O the O line is
it.
god awful. Good God. But we move
Not
on
good.
to week 8. Week 8. Let's go. Vikings +3 at the Chargers -3. Over under 44.5. We are betting on the 44.5 as our consensus bet. Okay. We did debate this because I was like, I'm kind of digging the Vikings. He's kind of digging the Vikings too, but the spread went from 3.5 to 3, and we like the 3.5. We don't really like the 3 because it could be a field goal game, very much likely, because both teams need to win. It's a dire game for both teams. So,
It's ugly, man. Yeah, like Chargers have lost 3 or 4 coming into this. They started 3-0. They're 4-3, and literally Minnesota's win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Like they just alternate wins and losses all season. So yeah,
so
this is
they
a big
really
game for
need to.
both of them here. So and I'll tell you what, I mean, they look decent against us, and if Minnesota gets behind early in this game, Carson Wentz averages more passing yards, like 300 and something passing yards, and a loss so far this year. So you kind of want the Chargers to get out early in this, and I do feel like the Chargers are going to put up at least 24 points, especially considering what the Eagles did in the passing game against this Minnesota team last week. This wide receiver core and even the rookie tight end they've picked up has just been insane. It's pick a guy. Who needs it tonight? It doesn't matter. Any one of these guys can get it done. And against this defense, it looks pretty vulnerable.
And that's why I had to agree with you, man, because like there's so many weapons and options on both sides of the ball. Like there's gonna be opportunities for sure for big plays. Even though you really can't. I can't say that I've seen a lot of big plays from the Chargers this season because they don't have the protection. But the protection is coming back. Joe Alt will return. Okay, they have
He's
who else is
practiced
returning?
all week.
Yeah, Trey Pipkins, bro,
Uh,
return. They practice all week.
Joe Slater is questionable. I'm pretty sure, which is a big deal
Questionable.
if he comes
Will
back.
return, possibly questionable. He did have a full
And
practice
that's
last night. So
Yeah, that's three starters, and that's three big starters that they haven't had in that three out of four game losing streak that they've had.
I think the guys coming back, they know how big of a game this is. We need to win now. If we want to catch the Broncos and Chiefs, we need to win now. And I like this over a lot. Shaq's first prop though is Jordan Addison over 51 and a half receiving yards. I like this one too, bro. But why do you like it?
I like this one because Addison missed the first three games of the season with some off the field issues. So they've been kind of working him in. His catches have steadily been there, 4 or 5 catches a game, and then really this last game, Wentz has been targeting Oliver a lot, but Addison seems to be picking up on targets for him. I want to say he had somewhere in the 21% target share this last game against us, and they were killing us on out routes. Which this weekend, I'll let you know what my prop bets are on that because we go back to the Giants. I don't know. I don't know how well Wandale Robinson can run an out route, but he can have every goddamn yard he wants if he just runs out routes against us.
Who?
Apparently,
Ooh.
but so if Jordan Addison can run 4 out routes, he'll have 51 yards, easy. But
Yeah.
no, he's been involved a lot in this, and he's had big yardage. He's their kind of their big yard play guy, honestly. Jefferson, they kind of hyper target. He's a possession receiver. He's got great hands. He can be a weapon downfield, but Jordan Addison has been getting chunk plays. It seems like, and he's getting 4 or 5 catches a game. So 51 yards. I think he's only been under 50 yards once since he's been back, and uh, one out of the last 3 games. So, and this is a short week. Look for him to continue what they were doing against us. Same kind of game plan. But surely, they'll with it'll be a little different because they're getting their running back. Aaron Jones is coming back supposedly. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the run game. But if the run game does get going, I just think it opens up more avenues for the pass game. And Jordan Addison is slowly becoming the number 2 there, which he's supposed to be. So
Yeah, I like this prop a lot because Jordan Addison does get big yard catches. Like he's a sideline guy. He go up sideline. He's a possession guy on those deep balls. So I do trust him to get this yardage, bro, for real. And especially in that game, it's gonna be high scoring, in our opinion. Yeah, give me that all day. But in another high scoring affair, you like the kicker, of course, Dicker. Why?
Dicker, the kicker. Uh, I mean, other than the fact that he's reliable, I mean, his numbers are consistent. He's probably top 3 kicker in the league, honestly, and a great name. But 2 is easy in this game. The points. I mean, Jim Harbaugh's not scared for him to kick it from the 45, 50 yard line, like 60 plus at the end. He's going to let him kick, and they're going to take the points when they can here, depending on how close this game is. Harbaugh's always been about running the ball, taking the points when you can get it, and 1.5 is honestly too low. I think they get that here. Minnesota's defense is good enough to stall them out in the red zone, and I feel like they'll get stops. Um, well, it just depends on how well the offense is clicking in this. Like, are they going to be throwing the ball deep or not? But Dicker's reliable, and I feel like there's going to be at least at the end of half type kicks. You've seen Harbaugh, if he gets it on the other side of the 50 and times it right, he'll give him a kick. So he's going to have at least 1 to 2 opportunities, and that's all he needs. He's one of the most accurate kickers in this game. So I think it's going to be high scoring points, and Harbaugh takes the points always.
I think it's going to be 3 to 4 opportunities for Dicker the kicker because I think one of them, if it's 3 kicks, one of them might be a really far one because it might be to win the game, which is why this game's at -3 for the Chargers to win. Um, it could be a field goal game
He's hit
for
from
real. That's why it
60.
lowered. That's why it lowered from -3.5 to -3 because I feel like okay, it might just end at 3. So um, Digger the kicker, though, I think he gets one early because I think the defenses start off good. I think the defenses start off well, and they confuse a lot of things, and then the blitzes, because John Harbaugh is a great quarterback. I mean, a great. I said John Harbaugh, bro. He is a good coach, a good quarterback coach. Okay, he's going to be able to. Jim Harbaugh is going to be able to figure out these blitzes that Brian Flores is going to send down that way. Okay, so it might start off slow, and he might stall the drives, and then Dicker's going to be out there. Okay, getting kicks. Okay, but then the second half, I feel like it's going to open up, and then floodgates over
Well,
45.
that's going to be the interesting part is seeing these linemen coming back, how they handle that Brian Flores blitz packages because they're exotic. He's going to try and mix it up and keep you on guard and throw things that you're not going to see. And but I will say that Jalen Hurts had all day to throw in this game against Minnesota. I don't think he took a sack in this game, and he was pretty accurate. He is the first quarterback this season to have a perfect passer rating. So, I mean, 158.3 in this game. He was hitting some bombs, dude. So we'll
And this
see.
is
It really, it's an interesting matchup. To me, I think there's just too much variance as far as players and storylines coming into this game. Whether it's a defensive score, whether it's getting back there with a fumble, turnovers. There's just too many questions on both sides of the ball for this to go under, in my opinion. I just think that the the variance of it all it equals more points before it would hit the under.
and I agree 100%, man. That's why it's a consensus bet, of course. And my first prop, it is going against your prop that you had last week against the Vikings. I am going with Carson Wentz over 11 and a half rushing yards. I think it's lower because of what they did to Jalen Hurts. But what I believe is Jalen Hurts has something to prove. That offensive play caller that you have had something to prove. AJ Brown, the receiving game, had something they needed to show the Eagles fans and everybody else. We can do this, bro. We don't have to run the ball the entire game. We don't. I don't think that's the same case for this game. I because the Vikings do allow top five most rushing attempts and yards to the quarterback, which is why I was on your Jalen Hurts pick last week. I do see Carson Wentz getting more comfortable in this offense. Uh, they are actually saying he's might start the rest of the year. They're saying, "Hey, McCarthy, you might need another year to sit down and hold the clipboard, brother," because
He might end up, man. McCarthy might end up just being the next Kellen Moore, where all he does is hold a fucking clipboard. He
possibly.
does not look good out there, dude. He looks like the first round Brock Purdy right now. That you don't want to pay any more money on.
And
Played
I do feel like,
2 games and hasn't been able to pick up anything but a clipboard for 2 years.
and I do feel like McCarthy getting hurt really put a hamper on. Hold up, bro.
We're having some technical difficulties. But yeah, for sure. Carson Wentz, I could definitely see him. We put pressure on him last week, and he was running for his life on third downs, trying to pick up first downs. He doesn't want to run unless he absolutely has to. But when he does get outside the pocket, man, I'm telling you, like Carson Wentz can. He's not. He was known as a runner early in his career, but I don't know how much he'll be running in this game. But I mean, he can get 11 and a half. I think he had 20 off the 2 carries against us. And again, both of those were third down, fourth down, gotta have it type plays. So it just depends on how much pressure really the Chargers can get on him. And the defensive front for LA is pretty good. So I agree with you on this. I feel like Wentz is going to take pressure in this game and can definitely hit 11 and a half. He had like 20 off of 2 carries against us, but those are, again, were third and fourth down. I think had got to have it uh, downs where he was like, "Well, I guess I got to do this."
Yeah, I really think he has the opportunity here to do some damage. And
So
my
it really
last,
depends on the pressure that they get on him.
oh, you know they're gonna get pressure, bro, because I feel like their defense has been healthier. Um, they do also blitz very decently, not as much. No one blitzes more than Brian Flores, but he does. They do decently blitz the ball. So I will say that he has a couple opportunities to get out of the pocket. I just feel like his comfortability, bro. He's just so comfortable more in this offense. I think it really has something to do with Justin Jefferson and Addison liking Carson Wentz behind the line. They like him in control of the game. He does make mistakes, right? But he does also bounce back. He bounced back overseas. I guess he did pretty well. Okay, coming back, winning that game against the Browns, should not have won that game. Should have lost for sure.
That's my thing, man. That's my thing with Carson Wentz is there's moments of greatness. I mean, you saw it that year where we won the Super Bowl and he got hurt and we were like 11-1, something like that. You saw it that year that like he has the capability to come back. He had at that point in time the athleticism to make plays that were crazy, bounce off of guys, break tackles and still throw the ball 30, 40 yards. The problem now is that he's not much of a runner unless he absolutely has to. So it's going to come down to like third down plays, nobody's open, he's going to have to run, and we'll see what the blitz packages look like from the Chargers. I trust Harbaugh. He's a good defense. He's an all around great football coach. So I feel like they'll have pressure, especially in third downs where he's going to have to step up to try to get some yardage in that. But
And I also
I think you're right. I think they like Carson Wentz back there because he's not scared to chuck the ball.
no, and I don't believe that the Chargers run defense is that good. Okay, we've seen guys tat them up on the ground. That's how you beat them. Really, you really beat them on the ground. I also wanted to take Jordan.
Well, and
Jordan.
Minnesota wants to get that run game going.
Yeah, like I really my prop before um I chose Carson Wentz over 11 half rushing yards was I wanted to take Jordan Mason over his rushing prop. I forgot what it was, and now it's probably raised up now. But I wanted to take Jordan Mason. But then with the
It was
opportunity for
it
Aaron
was
Jones,
really low. Yeah, I was gonna say Jordan Mason's was at like 39.5 when I looked at it earlier today. It was really low, but that's because they had Jones coming back and they hadn't posted Jones yards yet, as far as I know.
and that
So
shied me off of
that
it.
would be something
I
to
couldn't
look
do it.
into.
I couldn't do it. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
it's kind of sketchy to see where Jones will be coming into a short week. How much do they use him? That's a scary one, but I would almost take the over if they only work him in slowly. He gets 30% of the carries, and like you said,
That's all.
The Chargers have been ran on, so that's not a bad bet either.
That's also why I was kind of skeptical on avoiding the Jordan Mason because I do think that on the road they don't give Aaron Jones that much run. It's on the road. Like he's not that healthy on the road, must win game. Just keep on running Addison,
Sh-
bro. He ain't been
Short week,
terrible, bro. He ain't been terrible, man. Keep on running Addison. I mean, keep on running
yeah.
Mason. But
That
that ain't what it is.
well,
But
and that's my thing. That's why I'm like, I feel like that's a safe bet,
yeah, I think I might
especially
circle
on a
back.
short week.
Yeah, I might circle back to that. But my prop number two is Justin Herbert under 35 and a half passing attempts because they can definitely run the ball on this Vikings team. And the Vikings team, does not allow a lot of receptions. Okay, they don't. You know why? Because they're giving up big chunks. They like to get chunky out there. Okay, they want to give up the either to their PI on a 50-yard bomb. They don't have that much. They don't have that competent of cornerbacks, guys. They don't have a competent cornerback. They don't. They got some decent guys from old teams that have been passed around, but they don't have an established number one corner that is good enough to be like, oh, whoa, wait, watch out for him. Every good defense has one of those. They ain't got one. So I don't think he'll need to be passing the ball 35 times. Is crazy.
Or because that's because they're all in Pittsburgh on the same damn team playing like ass.
Hmm. Yeah, literally. And before I chose this bet, I almost chose Kamani Vidal over 55 and a half rushing yards because I think he gets easy run in this game. He did good last game. He did very good last game against the Colts, and the Colts are a tougher defense to run on, but he did his job, and he cashed his bet last week. I think he has another good time at home on a short week versus the Vikings in a dome at home. And it's a game where he might not have that much run left because right now he's one of the only running backs healthy. How long is that going to last? Not very long because their guys will come back. Najee will
I
eventually
was
come
gonna
back.
say I think Omari and let's say Hampton comes back next week or the week after. He's right
Yeah,
around the corner. I think this
like
is the third week. So
telling you, bro. Like the next 2 weeks, bro. If you have guys on IR on your team or on your fantasy team, they're coming off. They come off real soon. So be ready to play them. Uh, and Amari Hampton will get play.
trying to
He will.
trade for him too.
See, exactly. Like I think this team is on the up and
Try to
up.
trade for those
Starting,
IR guys.
yeah, like they're definitely trade for them now while people are desperate because some people lost their last 2 weeks without Amari on Hampton, so they might need to win right now, and they'll give
That
you
would
to them.
that would be
Give you
me.
them. You could have them for the low price of a first round pick.
Low,
but
low price. Hell fucking no.
but Justin Herbert, under 35 passing attempts, bro. I just think that he doesn't have to do all that. Like he might have 25, 28, maybe even 30. But dude, he's
Well,
throwing
and
the ball.
I agree with you. They're gonna pick up yards and chunks, man, if they are gonna throw the ball in this
Yes.
situation. Like, because McConkey can. I mean, he's a fast guy. He just needs space, and as soon as he has space in the open field, he's gone. He's a yard
And
after the catch guy. And then Johnston is a deep field threat, and then Keenan Allen is a possession guy, but like he can also, for an old guy, make some moves, make some people miss. He's not scared of contact. And they're tied in, the rookie tied in. He's had crazy
yeah,
games back
Gatson.
to back. So I
Yeah.
mean, the weapons are all there.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't need
I
to
think
do
he'll
it
have a
all.
lot of passing yards. I don't think he'll have to throw a whole lot.
And we kind of forget, yes, the O line's coming back, Joe Alt, pass protection, blah blah blah. But you gotta remember, Jim Harbaugh is a run first coach. He wants to establish the run. He literally won a championship with McCarthy running the ball. He did not pass the ball very much at all in that playoff series with McCarthy.
He only had he only had two he only had 2,000 passing yards for that whole season.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's trash. He ain't that good.
It
I'm
was
told,
is
bro,
McCarthy is ass.
dude.
I think he
And
had 14 total touchdowns on the year.
one of my closest friends, bro, Daniel Briggs. He's from Michigan. He's from out there. He big Michigan fan. He was talking about how McCarthy's going to change the franchise. Blah blah blah. I was like, dude, he didn't do much, but hand the ball off the entire career. Y'all were low scoring against every
First
game was
round
low
Brock
scoring.
Purdy.
Yeah, your defense was good. They got drafted, good, and like as you can see though, every offensive player that was drafted from Michigan last season or the season before that have not been elite. Roman for the Steelers ain't got no PT, bro.
Mm-mm.
They're the Steelers are looking to go and trade for a receiver instead of starting the rookie because he ain't ready. He had no reps, bro. He was stock blocking the entire season.
Which is sad because Steelers are usually pretty good on hitting on wide receiver, especially late in drafts. Like,
Yeah,
so I mean, if he's yeah, I'll tell you right now, if he's not even trying to get on the field, then there's something wrong there. So you got
yeah,
Calvin Austin the third out there for fuck's sake.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, that offense for the
It's a
Steelers,
fraud,
bro.
it's a fraud, it's a fraud!
Okay, and the offense for the Michigan Wolverines
Yeah,
that year.
if I'm the Steelers, I'm trading for a receiver. I would go out and get somebody, man, for sure. You got to have somebody other than just DK on the outside.
Need to have
Like
someone.
he's good. You guys have been moving the ball, but you need another. Yeah,
I
it stretch the field.
it really needs to open up the field, bro. But the tight ends are coming together for the Steelers, though. I'm saying if you drafted anyone from this Michigan offense,
It's a fraud, it's a fraud, it's a fraud!
okay, it was not good. You were bamboozled because they ain't shit.
Oh,
But
they're stealing
that
signs.
exactly. But those are our picks for the night. Hey, we trying to come back with week 8 strong, bro. Like I went 10-3, Shaq went 5-8. We trying to go 10-3, 13-0 this weekend. Let's get it. But we started off with this Thursday night game. Vikings +3 at Chargers -3. Over under 45 and a half, 44 and a half. We have bet together on the over 44 and a half. Shaq has chose the over 51 and a half receiving yards for Jordan Addison. I like this bet. I also like his other one. I'm parlaying both of these on price picks, guys. I'm putting 20 on this. I'm putting 20 on Addison yards receiving and Cameron Dicker field goals. I'm putting 20 on it, bro. I'm going to because it makes sense to me and I like it. My first prop is Carson Wentz over 11 rushing yards. I'm gonna test it out. Like I said, this is not my most confident pick, bro. I'm saying in the dome, outside quarterback in the dome. Maybe I have a reverse correlation up in here. Okay, I might have a reverse correlation. Maybe the outside quarterbacks inside can get their legs moving because they ain't freezing or
Or maybe he's
windy
just
ain't.
the mayor of Ass City.
That too. That too. But I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. The 11 rushing yards is pretty low. So let's see what's going on with that. And my prop number 2 is Justin Herbert under 35 passing attempts. He ain't don't need to do that. Okay, why would you, bro? If Jim Harbaugh does this, bro, I'm gonna be you an idiot, bro. Put back on the khaki pants and go back to college, bro. Because it's crazy.
He can't.
If you have him, or like we saw it. The Eagles got big chunks. Jalen Hurts did not throw 30 times on the freaking Vikings because you don't freaking have to. They will give you the yardage,
He went 17. He went 17 of 20 for like 282 and 4 touchdowns, and
bruh.
180 of that was Devonta Smith, and
They're
like
going to
another
give
80 of
you,
that was AJ Brown.
and you have receivers to get you chunks, so you don't need to do
Oh
anything
yeah,
like
San
even Keenan
Diego's
Allen,
receiving core is nasty, dude.
even Keenan Allen, bro. He will get you yards. So why would you have to check down, check down, check down, dump off, check down? You don't do all that. You got to inch up the field. They're blitzing, so the field's open.
Yeah, yeah. This is.
The field's
I'm
open,
telling you now. I feel like this number is too high, and I think it's skewed because of that game where they played from behind last week with Indianapolis.
bro.
This is going to be completely different, especially with that O line coming back healthy. There's no way he throws the ball 36 times because he's not going to have to. Like, I don't
It's
see them
just
playing from behind to have to throw 36 times either.
that too. That too. It could be in the lead. So the whole game possibly. 'Cause I don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen to this Vikings
Man,
team, but
I really like this bet. This one just seems like a surefire bet here. Because
yeah,
I was questioning yards, but I was like, if they get up big, they could just kill clock. That's what they do.
they have been chasing points the last couple games. The last couple games they
But
have been. So I
yeah,
can see why the books might be like, let's go get him right now. Nah, man, you ain't getting me. Not
no.
today. Not
Lost
today,
3 out of the
man.
last 4, so but like I said, that O-line makes a ton of difference. That's what they were 3 and
Yeah.
0 when they were healthy.
Hey, Joe Alt's a good lineman, regardless of his pass or run. So you can run if he's on the line too. So like I said,
Well, it don't matter what position you put him in out there either. He can play
bro,
guard, tackle, or center probably, for Christ's sake.
this man,
Like,
this
he's
man
just
might
a
miss half the season
yeah,
and be a Pro Bowler still.
Harbaugh
'Cause
about came in his
he's
pants when he fucking put that draft back in.
literally, man. But hey, I'm
He was like, "Oh, can I touch your shoulder pads?"
seriously the man. I swear on the sideline, bro. Looking at him, he's like just looking at me, looking, staring down, like I'm ready to come back now. I want to be in the game now.
Yeah. You
So,
call that
bro,
playing? You call that a block? That's not a pancake block.
literally, like I'll show you a pancake plot right now. You need, bro. This man got 6 letters in his entire name. That man's good. Okay, that's what it means. Means that man don't got no time to be playing around. My name is Joe Alt. I'm blocking. Get up the field. But that is our picks for this game. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Good luck with your bets as always. Like I said, we'll be back again on Friday to give you our week 8 best bets. So tune in, be ready. Because we coming back with the hot fire.
It's some good games. I'm tell you what, man. That Sunday night game looks good. Eagles coming back for some revenge on the Giants. Dallas, Denver looks good. There's some good games this weekend, guys.
Whew.
Packers, Steelers for Sunday night. Ooh,
Hey,
boy.
hey,
Yeah.
hey. Panthers are 3-0 at home. They play the Bills, who I hate.
That's a good. I'm telling you right now, sneaky
Over.
pick. I kind of like the Panthers to cover whatever the point spread is. If
It's
it's, I
7.
don't know. Oh,
It's 7 flat.
yeah. And if +7 for the Bills?
No, man. For the Panthers.
Okay. I was like, oh my god, my bad. I said that wrong.
Like,
Minus mine. I was like -7 for the Bills.
he
Sorry.
said,
I was
he's like,
like,
plus 7 for the Bills? I'm loading the clip. Like, I'm putting,
yes, take
putting
my
the house on it.
goddamn bank account, boy.
I'm putting the house
You
on
put
it.
the whole damn thing. We're gonna be homeless.
Literally, he's like, honey,
No, I would lay the I would lay the points with the Panthers.
and then it's like,
+7.
honey, we putting the
Uh,
whole mortgage on this one. But
and
yeah,
if we lose, we're gonna go beat the shit out of Rico Daddle.
but yeah, like those are a lot of good games, bro. Man, I wonder what the Jets are gonna do, bro, versus the Bengals. But we'll get to that later. Probably gonna lose by really badly to Joe Flacco, old quarterback. Revenge game for him.
You know what, dude? The epitome of old was Aaron Rodgers taking that fucking smelling salts right before he threw 60 yards.
Bro, his eyes
He's like,
were
"Oh
like,
shit, I gotta wake the demons up in this motherfucker to get this ball that far right now. I'm 41
he's
years
like,
old."
he's like, this shit hits harder than the ayahuasca.
Oh shit.
Good God.
He's like, I got to throw, man. I gotta channel some inner ancestors in this motherfucker.
Hey, but we got the
Oh
Colts, of course.
shit.
Danny Dimes, he's part of the podcast. He's going to be taking on an easy Tennessee Titans team, which whatever the points are, give me that. Okay, it's 14. I'll take it. I'll take it.
He's like, God
You won't
dang,
take it, will you?
give me 23 and a half.
And then we got the Buccaneers at the Saints. You know, Buccaneers scorched earth from losing that game last week. Well, in week 7. I'm sure they want to
Yeah.
cake the shit out of
That's
Spencer
an
Rattler.
ass
They probably
whooping
will.
won't happen.
Yeah, let me see. Do we got any
Yeah,
dome
that's like
quarterbacks on our
Godzilla
side?
looking at the Empire State Building, man.
Do we
Yeah,
have
Danny
any?
Dimes going to Tennessee.
No, man. He's at home, bro. He's chilling at the crib.
uh, never
Ooh,
mind.
man. The only dome, the only dome quarterback is Dak Prescott at
Dak
Broncos.
Prescott.
I'm not doing that, bro. I ain't doing that,
First real
bro.
secondary he's played against, too.
Plus
Let's
three and
see
a
how
half,
PS2, PS2 is going to cover.
bro.
Oh, no. It'll be interesting. There's some good
He's not.
games, man.
Yeah, we'll get into it because there's a lot of good games, but there's no we can't support the dome quarterback theory this weekend because I'm not betting against Dak Prescott. He's an MVP candidate. No, I'm scared.
75 to 1.
I'm scared.
75 to 1. Ain't no
And
way.
after
Don't
that
waste your
collapse,
money on that. Hit the comeback player of the year.
yeah. But we'll see. After the collapse that they did against the Giants and then the comeback, I don't know about this Denver team for real. We'll have to figure it out. But thank you all for tuning in. Catch you on Friday or Saturday. We haven't decided yet. Hopefully Friday. I want to be Friday, but we'll see. But good luck with your bets
We'll
as
see.
always. It's your boy
But
Dre
for sure,
Rich.
Saturday afternoon, you will hear the sweet, pleasant voice of me and my betting co-host here. Sweet, smooth voices of Chocolate Rain.
Do you or
Dak,
do you not want winning
Dakota
bets?
Rain.
We got it for you. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in.
You
And
just gotta deal with us.
like I said, you're gonna deal with this. We're gonna be goofing off a lot, okay? Because this is gonna be a fun season because it's getting worse. It's getting crazier and crazier as it goes on. So yeah.
Shit don't make no more sense, man. Like Murder She Wrote.
Hey, but thank you all for tuning in. I want to say peace and thank you all for supporting us. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
See you later.